production value in Honkai Starbucks? You might as well just run it down. Before you type your war comments, go into this video with an open heart. Is Hunt March 7th better than Topaz? That is a crazy ass statement. How can a free 4-star unit be better than a limited 5-star, right? That sounds absolutely impossible. I made this tweet on the 18th of Jan at 1 AM after I had a wonderful shower as I'm just about to go to bed. Hunt March 7th is better than Topaz. Didn't really pop off that much, but I feel like it will draw quite a bit of a interesting discussion we're gonna be having over here. So we can see Brexit is that nobody plays Topaz for the damage. I would love to go into this interesting discussion with you guys. So one of the points, or rather one of the main points that I kind of substantiated my own personal opinion can be seen right here. I had a very nice little civil discussion with Tillian. Assuming this is E0, by what point does Topaz surpass March 7th? Blah blah blah. So I was saying something like this. I have an E2S on Topaz because back in my days on Topaz original banner, I got 2 Topaz in a single temple. So all of a sudden I have an E2 Topaz. And I never really felt that Han March 7th underperformed with Facial. And for all of my sustainless runs, namely if you want to run Facial with Robin, Han March 7th, or Topaz, plus another support, this could be Bronya, this could be Sparkle, this could be Runmei, this could be... it can be whatever it is. I also find myself preferring to run Han March 7th over Topaz, right? The main reason was the skill point economy. So I kind of went over here a little bit. Topaz was pretty good with ratio for the debuffs, and back then, we didn't really have Han March 7th. But the main reason why I felt that Han March 7th, it was a little bit more comfortable to play, especially since we're not considering the perspective of like even 0 cycles, right? Like just from a user experience POV, the Nambi RNG can be quite annoying. I felt this especially with this Memory of Chaos rotation, because if you want to think about it, the previous rotations ever since we've gotten Facial, a lot of times the MoC, there are not a lot of room where your Nambi will like go haywire, because we had like what Aventurine boss, we had like the Hule boss, you know, we had the boss. So a lot of these bosses is mainly just a either 1 or 2 targets, 1 elite plus a boss. And this problem got very obvious to me as a player, because if the Nambi automatically did not aim the elite, I would have to spend that 1 skill point to redirect the attention towards the elite. That is not just -1 skill point, it's technically -2, because not only do you -1, you also couldn't be +1. So if we're gonna be in an environment where erudition prioritized endgame content, which are namely gonna be enemy units that have a lot of different mobs. I think we've already seen this from True Swarm. We have seen this from the current Trotters. We have seen these from the bosses in Amphorius, right? A lot of the mobs and elites, they summon a lot of these goons. So the Nambi targeting is going to be quite random, and every single time you want to divert this attention into the main target, it's going to eat into your skill point economy. Second thing I noticed was, since Doctor Ratio, I've been saying like this was particularly with the Memory Zone meme, way back in the days, if you guys watched my content back then, Topaz and Ratio was super good against meme, because Blood just so happens to have both imaginary and fire weakness. But the moment this doesn't match, Topaz cannot follow up your main DPS, whereas Han March 7th can. She has the ability to follow your main DPS's weakness typing. And this is a ridiculously strong ability, which basically means that as long as you are going to be using your main DPS against the enemy that you want, so for example, if you are up against a win weak stage, doesn't matter if they do not have fire weakness, because Han March 7 will always match with your facial. Or if you're still using Doctor Ratio, you didn't pull facial, if you want to use against a imaginary weak stage. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we have gotten a single imaginary weak enemy that also has fire weakness aside from Memory Zone meme. The whole archetype we follow up is to try to focus fires down one target as soon as possible. That has been the archetype of follow-up since day one, right? Because the way this follow-up works is that you want to stack your buffs and stack your debuffs and stack everything into one target. It doesn't matter if you're using Topaz or it doesn't matter if you're using Han March 7th. You want to add on your proof of that, right? If you got an E1, you apply this thingy. If you got a Signature icon, you apply more debuff. You want to focus all these debuffs on a single target, and only when you clear out this one single target, and then you move on to the next target. So with the result of Nambi RNG being a potential weakness, and if you want to divert your attention, it's going to be basically -2 skill points instead of like +1. And with that, I would like to thank our ordinary guest of the day, Serra of the Lake. Serra didn't have to type this, but bro is just saying how uncomfortable Topaz is because of her inconsistent nature. Diabolical. So I'm not gonna yap any further. That is my hypothesis, right? The past 8 minutes, it was my hypothesis and my theory as to why I feel Hanmark 7th is better than Topaz, and this is coming from someone that quite literally has an E2 S1 Topaz. Now we're going to the eyes of Serra of the Lake. So this is done with a E0 kind of S0. Alright, an E0 S0-ish. We are running the Serra Light Cone. 141 speed, 99.7% crit rate, and 145 crit damage. So the first team we are gonna be cooking up, the team with Topaz, maxed out Tracers, 4-piece Duran, 4-piece Valerius, 2-piece Duran, E1 Bobbin, wholly unrelatable showcase. Let's just pack it up. This is gonna be E1 S0 on S3. Eventually is gonna be on S0 Japart, E0 S0, and Serra's Topaz also happens to be a E1 Topaz. Alright. This is an E1 S1 Topaz with 144 speed, 35 crit, and 149 crit damage. So this is already considered a well-invested Topaz in terms of Stellar Jades. Because this is not even E0 S0. This is an E1 S1 Topaz. I'm not going to yap anymore. Let's just see the performance right now. Why are we not resetting? Why are we not resetting here, Serra? Bro is intentionally running down this run. Okay. Nice follow-up. Topaz activates the ultimate. Is your audio okay? So we are a little bit off from one-shotting the Nambi at the side. Okay, eventually he's able to one-shot. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna mute the audio. I don't know what the hell is wrong with Sarah's audio. Okay. So we're gonna see 26k follow-up here, and then we are gonna see. So this is with all of the buffs, yep. So this is with all of the buffs. You have the proof of that. You have the Nambi vulnerability follow-up. You have the signature light cone. You have 2 sets of that. So this is with the maximum potential Topaz Nambi. So a single hit is gonna be 442k, excellent damage into a 47k. Bro is gonna recover. We are able to squeeze out a little bit more. I just wonder if this is gonna be enough to kind of clear this over here. Serra has diverted her attention of the Trotter to the Decaying Shadow, or rather the Guardian Shadow instead of the Wolf. I think because bro knows that it is not possible to get a 0 cycle anyways, so we are gonna be pivoting this to here, and we will rely on the Trotter to just one-shot them both. Yeah, that's kind of the thought process, which is completely fine, right? You don't have the 0 cycle, it's chilling. So we'll get rid of the... Yep. And then when the next wave spawns, we can just make use of these 2 Trotters to kind of get rid of the Wolf. We don't really have to waste any more attention to the Wolf anymore. Okay, we're using an ultimate on the Trotter. Okay. Might be a bit of an overkill, but I think it doesn't matter because we should still be able to get this run. Okay. Yeah, I think we are able to get this run. Robin is gonna get her ultimate up really soon. Yep, that's Robin's ultimate from 1 more hit. Oh. Unfortunately, Serra does not have an E2 Bubbin, as well as the fact that Serra did not use Bronya's signature light cone, as well as not getting Robin's signature light cone. So she was a little bit off in getting Bubbin's ultimate, which means that we would have to waste an entire facial ultimate for this particular Guardian Shadow, right? In the Hanmark 7th run, I swear to God, Serra, if you fucking change Robin's light cone into like fucking her signature light cone, you're banned, buddy. It's over, right? So I better see the exact same setup for Hanmark 7th. The only change is Topaz, right? I'm gonna expect to see the exact same map so that, you know, we can maintain neutrality here. If you use the exact same setup, then it's fine. Then it's fine. So we're going for the Decaying Guardian Shadow here. Get a Bobbin out. Yeah, this should easily kill the little piggy. It's very good. So that is gonna be a 1 cycle wave 1. Aventurine is gonna land up a follow-up here. Kind of want to see who did the Nambi land onto. Oh, that's... Ooh. So unfortunately, because of the RNG nature of Nambi, bro decided to aim the stupid-ass trotter. So this entire situation, you either kill this ASAP, or you have to spend skill point to redirect your line of attention. So you could say that this might be a potential waste of damage over here, but it's just kind of RNG. I mean, you could like pray, right? You could pray and reset, and you know, hope that the proof of that. Like, the reason why it's bad is because you didn't need to sack on the debuffs here, because bro is gonna die anyways. Yep. So now we are... Did the Nambi aim on... Okay, now the Nambi aimed onto this guy. So we can actually one-shot this guy. Assuming that we have enough damage. Yeah, see, that's the reason why Nambi landing on the trotter is technically a complete waste. Because all it took for Fei Xiao was 1 skill and the blood... And bro just died. It's not... It might not look that impactful, but in the long run, it's gonna matter, especially in the future, when we see more of these like AoE mod-based content. Which, if you are gonna be using Fei Xiao, I'm assuming that you know team didn't get power crap. If you're still running Fei Xiao against this kind of like AoE content, and you're running like Fei Xiao with Topaz, it means that you need to be a little bit more aware of like where Nambi goes, and you just have to factor in the RNG nature of this thingy. So good for us is that we are aiming at the wolf. We're perma spamming Babin skill, which is completely fine because we should be able to get our ultimate very, very soon. Out onto the wolf here into a follow-up. Nambi flies in again for 19,000. I believe we can... Yep. We do get Robin's ultimate right before the arm goes. So... Okay, so now we have decided to redirect our Topaz to Savarok. I think it's because the wolf should be close to dead soon, and we can just rely on the trotters to get rid of the wolf by this cycle, if not the next cycle. So there's no point in, like, if you take a look at the wolf's HP, right? Okay, Serra, honestly, the wolf's HP is still pretty beefy. I think it would take like... I think it would take like 3 or 4 more trotters to kill bro. This is still a... I thought bro was at like 1 HP. Okay, but anyway, since we have changed, I think we just kind of move on here. Yep, a very nice little 400k. Scaling into Savarok. Nambi can break him. That's fantastic. So good for us that for Savarok, he's weak to both fire and wind.
Yeah.
So that's really... Yo, all me down to the prime, right? Because bro is weak to both fire and wind, the weakness breaking efficiency for Topaz is going to be quite good here. Can stop the hand from regenerating. We're going to see a basic into another Nambi. Fei Xiao almost at max stacks. Yeah, so once again, it goes to show you're completely unnecessary to get Nambi on these mobs, because you are able to one-shot the mobs regardless. So now that one of the trotter is gonna die, we're gonna... I'm guessing bro is gonna all in Savarok, but he has 5 billion HP, so it doesn't even kill. If we get another Robin ultimate here, this will be a 2 cycle. That is if we get another Robin ultimate. Oh, I don't think we're getting another Robin ultimate, I guess. Okay. One shot Savarok, leaving us with the wolf. Yeah, unfortunately, this is quite far off. It really wasn't that close. I think if we got Robin's Signature Icon, or even if we were to run Bronya's Signature Icon to get the additional ultimate, this would have been a run. So it would have been a 2 cycle here. But we are keeping it relatable. And yes, keep in mind, this is with a E1 Robin, right? This is with an E1 Robin as well as an E1 S1 Topaz. So we are 100% able to get the clear here. I'm just going to speed this up a little bit because there's no way bro doesn't clear, right? There's no way you don't clear, right? Like, come on. Yeah, okay, absolutely. So that is going to be a 3 cycle clear from a fart team running E1 S1 Topaz. So now it's gonna be with Han March 7th, and March 7th is gonna steal Topaz signature Lycon. I kind of want to take a look at our stats over here real quick. Oh, that 3 cycle on Topaz took 5 tries. So usually it's 4 cycles. So we have a 145 speed March with 2.6 attack, 77.9% crit rate, and 120 crit damage. Maxed out Tracers, Topaz signature, running the 4-piece Musketeer. I think this is completely fine. 4-piece Musketeer with the Routine Arena. E6 Hammer 7, everybody has this. I think the gears are exactly the same. Okay, so Serra did not do any magic, right? So Serra didn't sneakily change away Robin's signature or something. So we're still using the exact same setup. That's very good to see. And then Fei Xiao is gonna be exactly the same. All right, approved. All right, Serra didn't Serra herself out, right? Approved, right? So this is the exact same setup as the Topaz team, except that we are running Han Mark 7 here. So we have a Bobbin giving us the normal thingies. This is fine. Han Mark 7 will instantly cast ultimate, dealing toughness bar damage to break the pick. Fei Xiao is able to use a skill here, dealing almost 0 damage. But I believe after Adventuring pops the pick, we can cast a... Oh, we probably should have casted Robin's ultimate first. A bit of a misplay, but it's all good. It's all good. Rise up. So let's see if we can split this up nicely over here. Pig is gonna be able to die, and now we are gonna be at 12 stacks. Just nice enough to not going for the Garden Shadow, but going for the Wolf instead. Honestly, I would prefer if the Wolf stays alive, because bro has quite a bit of AoE. So if Wolf stays alive, he can give us more stacks, and he give us more energy as well. Okay, never mind. Wait, is it gonna be a 0 cycle? I don't think you're 0 cycling this, right? Nah, there's no way. Nah, you can't 0 cycle this. Okay, nah, you can't 0 cycle this. Close enough though, close enough. We'll just rely on the 2 trotters, 280,000 for both targets, so 560k. Then we just kind of rely a little bit more. Fei Xiao going for 277k into a Han Mark 7. Oh, yeah, I kind of want to point this out. Very, very important here, by the way. You can see that the damage, if we are going to be running Han Mark 7 with Topaz, Han Mark 7 instead of Topaz for Fei Xiao, the ultimate damage honestly goes down by quite a lot. If you guys remember, when we were using Topaz, the ultimate damage from Fei Xiao, using the exact same team, right, E1, Bubbin, whatever, it was roughly 400k. So we actually lost around 122,300 damage by swapping away from Topaz to Han Mark 7. Swapping away E1, S1, Topaz to Han Mark 7. But I think we are able to see the remaining of the plays as to what are the benefits of not dealing with the Nambi RNG, as well as the freedom of allocating these skill points. I think just now at a run, Fei Xiao low-key ran out of skill points had to use a base attack, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll kind of just see how this goes. So from a damage M perspective, Topaz definitely give us more damage M than Mark 7, right? So let that be no mistake. Topaz gives us more damage than Mark 7, right? Damage per screenshot to damage per screenshot is going to be more. But I think with this one over here, we should be able to quite easily get us the 1 cycle. That did absolutely 0 damage. I'm ashamed of you. I'm ashamed. I'm shocked. I'm speechless. Shameful damage. Just kill the pig, bruh! Alright, fantastic. Yep. So we got quite a bit of stacks here. Mark 7 is going to one-shot the piggy. Oh, okay, never mind. We're not going to one-shot the piggy. We're going to aim for Savrock. Into a 18k. Action value data on Robin is only completely fine. That's really, really good. Wait, Sarah, how many tries do you take for this? 1 try. Nah, Sarah's lying. Okay, anyways. Yeah, eventually is going to go ahead with the follow-up. And then Mark 7 is going to basic here. Fei Xiao is going to use a skill into a skill. Quite easily getting rid of the pick. And then we have another ultimate here. Damage is 284k, roughly the same as previous. Not really too much is going to change here. We are going to be able to deal the toughness break on the Savrock as well as the Wolf to kind of build up a little bit more. Robin is not going to be able to get... Oh, wait, she can! Okay, no, we can squeeze out an additional Robin ultimate here, 100%. So after we cast... Because Mark 7 also has a lot of follow-up attacks by herself. And she also gets this extra turn on 7 stacks. So the follow-up attack frequency is honestly really not too far from Topaz. If not, it might even be... If it doesn't match, it might even be better. So you can see that our Robin, even though we didn't run Bronya's signature or her... the signature light cone, her energy is honestly quite okay. So this is going to give us the energy needed. Yeah, this is 100% enough, right? Yeah, so keep in mind just now, we also need to factor in, right? We gotta be fair. Robin did in fact get hit by Savrok at one time, and she got action very delayed. But because we still have a lot of room from both Adventuring Basic, and if we need to, Fatal can also cast Ultimate. I think it was really not too close from the fact that we can squeeze out this additional Ultimate from Robin over here. So Trotter is gonna run away. He's like a bitch. I can't imagine that was intentional, right? It's not an unk. It was intentional. Okay. We'll let you cook. Okay, you say you want to prevent Savrok from summoning the hand. Is he not gonna summon the hand here? Because now there's a free slot, right? This changes nothing. If you left all the pigs alive and wait for bro to recover, then I can say you're cooking. Because then you can't summon the hand. But at this point, I feel like it changes nothing. Aside from wasting action value. Okay, we're gonna be getting an adventuring out right here. Now, don't be... I'm not gonna be quick to judge. Yet. Okay, like, I just don't see how casting the Robin Ultimate here would be worse. Like from just now. Yeah, I just don't see why if we cast the Robin's Ultimate, I feel like it would have been better. It was 4 action value. He was gonna summon it. Okay, but it changed nothing, right? You basically changed nothing. You lost 4 action value. You dare lose 4 action value in Honkai Starbucks? You might as well just run it down. That's like missing the fucking cannon minion, buddy. Absolutely unacceptable. Oh, you know what? Let's just move on. Let's just move on, right? Serra is cooking. Serra is cooking, right? Believe in Serra of the Lake. Let's just move on. Fantastic. Right, it was the right play. Thank God the hand didn't fucking grab face out. Holy fuck. We're gonna go ahead and just one-shot the wolf right here. Action value is delayed. And I believe this would be the kill. Yeah, this should 100% be the kill. If we get rid of the trotters. That was one wasted attack, by the way. This attack would have changed nothing. Right, if you kill the pigs, this attack, it served 0 purpose. If we all end the pig, we could have killed it a little bit more efficiently. Just saying. Or was this also cooking? Or were you also cooking, buddy? Ooh, okay. Serra is never wrong. Hail Serra, hail Serra. And there it is. 283k. Alright, cool. And I think that is pretty much it. With a lot of room to spare, TBH. Even though both teams with Topaz or Hanmark 7th, they cleared in 3 cycles, I feel like we had a lot more room to spare for the team with Hanmark 7th. Topaz, low-key, like, it was almost Jover for Topaz. Yeah, it was quite literally almost Jover. And maybe Serra's just giving Topaz a bad name, you know. Yeah, you know what? You absolutely got them right. You absolutely got them right. So that is gonna be 3 cycle clear for Hanmark 7th and 3 cycle clear for Topaz. And I think the main point is not really the clearing speed, but it's just, yep, Topaz is not very flexible to enemy RNG. She's not as adaptable as Hanmark 7th. And if we're gonna be spending like 250 pools for an E1S1 unit, yeah, I don't know about that. So that is gonna be with Memory of Chaos. What is this, by the way? Is this Apoc Shadows? It's Apoc Shadows, right? Okay, so this is with Apoc Shadows. Apoc. So we're gonna see a score. So now we can actually see the exact action value remaining with Topaz Barbarian Adventuring. I'm just gonna skip through this. I don't really care that much because like bro, it's gonna be almost dead here. So it is at a 1,769 action value, which honestly, oh wait, never mind, there's a phase 2. Okay, there's a phase 2, so we are gonna be at, okay. Unfortunately, Nambi is gonna be marked on Fantalia herself. And since we do want to get rid of the flowers, the Nambis are, you know, they are effectively serving zero purpose. So this is one of the moments where you actually want the Nambi debuff to be applied on the flowers. So that if the Nambi debuff was actually on the flowers, this facial follow-up with the Adventure flower order, it would probably have just killed. But since Nambi wasn't applied to the flowers, and there's physically no way you can actually change this RNG, since Topaz, you have to wait for Topaz turn to begin. Alright? You have to wait for Topaz turn to begin. So that flower would definitely have died if we had Nambi on it. But it's kind of just beyond your control. Yeah, it's kind of just beyond your control. So it kind of is what it is. Get a nice little follow-up here. Flower is still standing. Alright, finally bro dies. Wait, so this entire time, the Nambi is gonna be on Fantalia. So every single time we're... Okay, check. Can you just imagine? Imagine this Fantalia boss is like the version 3 endgame MoC. Because it kind of is the same thing, right? You are against a single boss which summons a lot of mobs. And to deal with the boss, you kind of want to pop the flowers. So if you're going to be using Topaz against this kind of boss fights, you would kind of have to direct and spend your skill points to move Nambi into the target you want to kill in order to kill them as efficiently as possible. Either that or you one-shot Fantalia while ignoring all of the summons. Maybe that could work, because technically Nambi does give us a higher damage amplification compared to Honkai. Maybe you could just fuck the game mechanic, just ignore all the mobs and just go straight for the boss. But I'm not too sure if that's gonna be allowing us to clear faster or slower compared to Honkai 7. So at this point, I think Serra just gave up. She's like, fuck Nambi, and she just don't give a shit anymore. Alright, so Serra just went all in on Fantalia. Doesn't really care about the flowers, and bro just went for it. I don't think I've ever seen my move in my entire life. Oh, because we played Lingsha, so like bro just died. Okay. And then we have a... I think at this point it's going to be pretty easy. Because bro is going to be weak to both fire as well as wind. On top of imaginary. So honestly, if you would use Doctor Ratio here, it's honestly completely fine. So we should be able to get a very nice little break over here. Nambi flies in. Is she enough? Oh no! The curse of 1%. Unfortunately, not quite enough to get a break over here. So we are going to be taking... Oh my lord, dude. Oh my lord, dude. Oh my god, I'm getting PTSD from this stupid ass game, bro. Okay, it is what it is. Yeah, we kind of just have to roll with it. There's no point. Because now you can't even break her unless you kill the frog. You physically cannot break the boss unless you kill the mobs. Like, it is quite literally impossible. So now we have to kind of divert our attention into the flower, and then we break the boss. So I think at this point, we should be able to get a clear, right? Yeah, so it's going to be a 1564 action value clear with the team running Topaz. Now we're going to confirm the Honkai 7. I think it's going to be the exact same, so let's just see. I'm just going to jump into the second half to make our life a little bit easier. So we are breaking her at 1854. So roll the damage a little bit. Diabolical, but it's gonna be Apocalyptic Shadow damage numbers, so it's not gonna be representative of your normal playthrough. Honkai 7 also dealing a considerable amount of damage from the ultimate as well. I can face out Enders 7%. Robin gets an ultimate, save us a little bit more action value. Honkai 7's basic gets an additional attack, fantastic. 425k basic attack into phase 2. So I just kind of want to point out, this team is already clearing faster than Topaz, because I believe Topaz reached phase 2 at 1769. For Honkai 7, we reached phase 2 at 1819. Topaz team reached phase 2 at 1769. Alright, so we are already at a slight head start for Honkai 7 over here. So we get into this part, and you can see that it doesn't really matter if we don't have as much damage amplification as compared to Nambi, because we can freely decide to kill the mobs. There isn't a Nambi that's restricted on movements, so we are able to pop the flower And then we can just divert and try to deal as much toughness bar damage. And also, frankly speaking, March 7's toughness bar damage is also really high. It's also really high. One of the March 7's benefit is not really fully shown here, which is blood is already weak to like wind and imaginary and fire, right? So March 7's second major trace, which is to match her element with Fei Xiao, is not really useful here. It's kind of like how you don't really care about Firefly's Final Witness Implant if the guy's really weak to fire. So this is really quite good. I do believe can we get a break? Can we get an additional turn? Oh, not quite enough here. Okay, never mind. Take it back. Okay, I think that has to be a misplay. That has to be a misplay, right? Because we could have just waited for them to go a little bit more, and then we cast Robin's ultimate. Oh wait, no, it's fine. Cause she was I think she would have summoned the flowers. Yeah, no, it's fine. She was about to summon the flowers and just fucking destroy our life, so it's okay. Okay, so with March 7th, we are actually able to completely cancel out her second flowers because our toughness bar damage was high enough. So we don't even need to face the second flowers over here. March 7 gets another additional turn. Yeah, her toughness bar damage is honestly ridiculously high. Fei Xiao going for the out here and just completely demolishing her ass cheeks. And I think this is game. We have a second out. Fly in. So the Han March 7 team cleared almost one cycle faster than Topaz. 3693 versus 3564. 100 action value faster. More than 100 action value faster compared to not even E0S0 Topaz, by the way. It is compared to an E1S1 Topaz. Yeah, it is legit almost an entire cycle. So that is honestly really good. Really good. So yeah, with that we can kind of just come to the end of my quick little discussion video. Like I said, I don't want to take this as like oh, you break your accounts by pulling for Topaz. I never said that, by the way. I have never once said in my entire video that you break your account by pulling for Topaz, right? Never ever. But I do want to bring up this interesting point of like discussion as to how do you evaluate the value of Topaz in your team. Especially if you're thinking, March 7th is, she's a free 4-star, but I already pulled for Topaz, so I'm never going to use March 7th. I feel like you might find some additional values, even if you pull for Topaz already. Consider trying her out, because Han March 7th, when I've been using her in my own account, or I've been using her in Bob's account, she is truly the GOAT. She truly is the GOAT, in my opinion. One of, if not the best 4-stars that we've gotten, and it's completely free, by the way, right? So I think with that, we have kind of come to the end of our little discussion. Serra of the Lake, so many accounts are painful to use when they don't have Han March 7 build. So I didn't say you're breaking, but in Serra's wisdom, Serra believes that if you don't build Han March 7th, you're breaking your account. I'll leave that up to you to decide. I'm just going to leave this up. Word of the day. Serra instigating. Join Twitch, join YouTube, join Discord, join Twitter, and join Twitter. All the best. I'll catch up with you. See you guys next time. Take care.